Welcome to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. And I'm going to throw out a big thanks for Sandeep for coming in yesterday and sharing everything as the new owner of Fisherman's. That got a lot of traction. We appreciate all of you and being so positive with that change. It was really, really, really impressive of the overall community. So we thank you for that. This morning, we've got a great show lined up. We're actually going to bookend, right? We're going to wrap up our coverage of that Pike Mineral Reward Program for 2023. Now, we've done this for several years, and it's always the same question mark, at least for me at the very end. How many were caught, and how big was that final number for the top participant? And from what I understand, talking with Eric briefly this morning, there's a new one. So that'll be interesting. So make sure you pay attention to that. After that, though, we are going to, and again, here you go. That's Eric Winther, who we will be speaking with here in just a little bit. Again, talking about that Pike Mineral Reward Program and how things wrapped up, and give you a few reasons why you should really think about getting into it yourself, because there's a lot of people that were into it for the first time this year that did really well. You know, making a little bit of extra cash is always fun, especially these days. But at the very least, we'll do that. Then we're going to have our Chevy Silverado Tech Tip of the Week, a couple of them. Right now, you can see that I'm holding one of those tech tips, and the question has always been, what do I think? This is all personal opinion, okay? So let's just make sure we get that straight, of what my favorite, if not the perfect, winter steelhead setup is. And well, it's right here. I've actually never had a chance to show this exact setup on the air before, and that's because prior, Edge was not one of our sponsors. Now, I'm super, super proud to have Edge part of Outdoor GPS for a number of reasons, but one, it's my go-to setup and has been for years now, and we're going to talk about that, why I feel that way, why I think it's the perfect steelhead setup for so many different things, let alone like this one set up for bobberdogging, but a ton of other ways that you can utilize this setup to benefit yourself for winter steelhead fishing. Along with that, though, every year I get the question about for you that don't hunt ducks, hey, listen, I apologize. Every year I apologize to you, and I will again. But we're going to talk duck hunting in the second half of that, probably the first half of that Chevy Silverado Tech Tip. We're going to do two different segments with that, is how to take care of and maintain, which is the hardest part, a wood duck call, a true wood duck call. This is Coca-Cola. There's lots of different versions that are out there, many, many different manufacturers. That's the original way to make a duck call, was with wood. And they're just a little bit of a maintenance nightmare, right? It's not that they're difficult. It's just something that you have to really take care of, maintain in order to get the sound, the quality, and the longevity out of that wood call. This is an Iverson. It's a World Championship 28. They're very, very difficult to get a hold of, if at all, honestly, at this point. And this particular one I've had for 25 years on my lanyard. And there's a reason for that. Lots of maintenance. We're going to talk about it, at least show you, maybe even take a little bit of the sting out of the idea of having one. That's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't actually purchase and utilize a wood duck call, which in my opinion, again, my opinion, sounds significantly better than acrylic calls. And there's a lot of people that would agree with that. So a couple of great tech tips. We're going to have that for you today after we talk with Eric. But don't forget, the upcoming segment will be the field report and kind of some really weird, sporadic fishing reports from yesterday. Some good, some bad, but we will have that. And of course, we will check in with Katie Sniga and give you the idea of what you need to pay attention to going through this week when you're talking about the weather. It looks like things could be wet, but could change. You know how weather is, especially this time of year. But I do see that we do have a phone call hanging. Can we take a call? All right, everyone out there, let's have a collective crossing of fingers, because it's been a struggle. Phil, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
That's a great start, man. Alan, thank you, brother. All right, so Phil, it looks like he got a comment about a recent boating article. What's going on?
Well, and fish, I'll tell you, this is in the October issue of Game and Fish magazine.
Okay.
And I have never been a boat owner, so I don't know if this is a real concern, but it's precision boat performance made easy. The Zipwake dynamic trim control system for boats' ride and efficiency. And it is a device, it's Swedish-built Zipwake, and you can access it at zipwake.com. And it's an interceptor-based dynamic trim control system. And they start in price for boats up to, I've got 40 feet, which I'm sure that their predominant is size, and it's only $2,700. And
Phil, I got to ask, man, what does it actually do? It's a system in two product lines to cover a wide range of boats, and it's supposed to control the pitch and yaw of these boats as they ride. Okay, so it's like a stabilization system. I've heard of those.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't spend any time in boats that size, but I will admit, if I was out in the saltwater, I got a 30-foot minimum, and there's a lot of reasons for that, but I'd love to be on a boat that had a stabilization setup for other. I don't get seasick, but man, I've seen a lot of people that did get seasick. Phil, thanks for your phone call. I appreciate that. For you out there with those kind of boats and those things that you could actually utilize, lucky you. Lucky you. And by the way, did you notice, Draco, come here. I got a special in-studio guest for the first time here in the KPDX studios. My dog, Drago, this morning after we get done here, I'm going to go meet up with some buddies and hopefully get some shooting in today, chasing some ducks around. So, yeah, he got to make the trip in today as well, which is always fun. All right, now listen, let's take a look at some of these photos before we cut to a break. Everybody takes the time to do it, and I'm going to tell you how to do it the easiest way as well. Birthday salmon. Look at that. Nice fish, too, by the way. Very cool. Yep, I know that spot. Very, very cool. I bet you they were hover fishing. But at the very least, thanks for sending that photo in. And like I said, we're going to show you how to do it. It's simple. Hey, now there's a tasty one. All right? Yep. Cameron's first mule deer. Yeah, hey, nothing wrong with the fork and horn to me. As y'all know, my freezer's got meat in it. Cameron, well done. Congratulations. Any deer or elk or anything for that matter with a bow, that ain't easy. Eclipse coho. Oh, this is from last Saturday when we had that solar eclipse during the opening day of duck season, which was very interesting. Tom, how are you? He was one of our winners from one of our contests that we had several years ago here on Outdoor GPS when we used to do those things. Tom, thanks for sending in. That's a dandy too. Just the coolest looking buck right there, just beautiful. Here's another one, Ellie's Success. Keith sent this in. Thanks for sending it. It looks like a rifle doe hunt. Very cool. With an old school lever action. That's even cooler. Love that. That takes skill all by itself. Not quite a bow skill, but I'm teasing. That's just awesome. That's the way perfect meat is made, everyone. Yep, pretty simple. Here's another great one. Look at this. The George boys. All right, I love it. Ernie, thanks for sending these in as well. A couple of nice blacktail bucks. Yeah, I mean, if you're curious on how you know, well, one, look at the train. Two, look at the antlers. Three, look at their face. Blacktail are delicious, by the way. Might be, you know, not even might be. They are the best tasting deer we have anywhere near here to Oregon. Great photo, too, by the way. Definitely some success out there getting those kids. Oh, here we go. Here's my daughter Milana's soccer team, Oregon City Soccer Club. They were in the homecoming parade just the other day, and we wanted to show off the photo of all the girls and the kids that participated in that. The Oregon City Soccer Club, very, very cool organization. Coach Pete and the others that are over there just do such a great job with the kids, keeping them involved and having fun and enjoying soccer. So very, very cool. Congratulations to all you young ladies out there on the team. Undefeated still, by the way. Here you go. Here's how you send these photos in. It's the Fox 12 app. It's simple. Once you download it, scroll down to Outdoor GPS. It'll show you where and how. More importantly, and how to upload your photos and video so that you can show them off at the beginning of each one of our shows like we do every Saturday and Sunday morning. So don't be shy. Send those photos in and video. We'd love to see video. Okay, so don't be shy with that. Just take a good one and send it in, and Ryan will get you lined up. All right, we're going to cut to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have our field report segment. We're going to show you river levels on what might change this upcoming week, and maybe just give you an idea or two what you can do if you get that opportunity to get out and have a little bit of fun, and maybe make some of that perfect meat for yourself. We'll be right back.